Isn't it a shame? I hear people saying this an awful lot. And what does it actually mean? Well, it means two things. Firstly, it means that whatever somebody's experiencing, whatever they're looking at, doesn't fit in with their worldview. Fair enough. But secondly, and it's a theme that I'm actually focusing on quite a lot recently, is that it's very difficult for people to let go of things, because I watch various series on YouTube, and I don't know how widely broadcast it is, but there's a fantastic series in the UK called The Hotel Inspector, and it's had two different hosts, but most of them it's been by this woman called Alex Polizzi, who goes around hotels. She's a member of the Forte hotel family, and there's somebody who was saying, it's such a shame that this hotel was owned by this family and now they've let it go. And it's like, well, yeah, but things are in a constant state of flux. And I do actually believe that, especially these days, in the last couple of decades, it's very, very difficult, very challenging for people to keep up with the pace of life. It's crazy. And there's so much happening, and it happens so quickly and unexpectedly, and people don't really necessarily know what to think. But my solution, honestly, these days, it's so important to me now that whatever you're facing, whatever situation, is to make things as simple as you humanly can. Because once you've simplified things and you see what's really important, it really starts to enable you to prioritize. Because when you say, isn't it a shame? It means that you're focusing on something that is so far out of reach, so far out of your control. And that, do you really want to be a policeman for the world? I don't think that you do. I certainly don't. I don't want to. I have involved myself in other people's business in the past, I can't lie, but I just see it as a futile activity, because, and I've not talked about this for a while, but what you want in life is positive progress. You want to be leading your life in a way that is satisfying to you, that's joyful and uplifting and peaceful, all the things that I talk about in my videos. But if you're constantly focusing on trying to change other people's behavior or resisting things that don't really matter that much, well, you end up in exactly the same position at the end as how you started. And that is, it's such a waste of time. But so many people do it because people do not want to be left out. I think it's an absolutely massive affliction, a sort of psychological trap that people fall into so often, honestly. And I've done it in my life an awful lot, and it's alienated me from certain people. Now, I know that the people that are no longer in my life, I met those people when I was in a very disoriented state where my priorities for my own behavior and what I wanted out of my own life were not congruent. They weren't solid, they weren't steady, they were very, very flighty, and I was sort of flailing around all over the place and trying things and regretting none of it. I've had a fucking fabulous time, and honestly, I've had a real adventure of a life so far, and I love it, actually. I don't regret anything that I've done, but certainly for the rest of my life, the focus is making things as simple as possible, to prioritize what matters, to make my own life and those closest to me, my nearest and dearest, to improve the lot of their lives as well. But everything else, learn that it's none of your business. Learn that you have absolutely no control over it, because people are going to think and feel and do what they're going to do regardless of you. So lose the ego and gain your peace.